Okay, so as you can see, Olares One is here. Let's install. Installing in progress. 2, 3. By the way, I am very close to the device for now, and it's really quiet for now. So it looks like the ventilation things. It's really great on that one. So let's hope that's gonna be a deal for entire usage time of it. But yeah, for now it looks that's something that will end here somewhere, maybe in this room, or maybe I will just switch that one to my main rack. We'll see, because it's like standalone really device. Okay, so it looks like installation is done. We need to check California, Frankfurt, Tokyo, Singapore, Houston, Spain, Canada, Central, London, Paris, Milan, Zurich, Sydney. Reverse proxy to access OS and internet. So probably Frankfurt. It's gonna be the nearest one. Maybe even London or Zurich. It's nice to have, but yeah, let's go with that one. Network setup, settings up, HTTP certificate. So we can see here that it's progressing. I still have hope. It's maybe my fault, but I really didn't read about that one. But yeah, but I have hope that I will be able to reach it, / monitor it, / configure it via normal HTTP, so via web browser. Finger crossed. Okay, looks like it's progressing. DNS resolution. Waiting for the DNS resolution. Once complete, you can visit your Olares. So I will love to. I am reading the device documentation when I am waiting for this DNS resolution. I still have, I mean, that process takes some time. It's already like 4 minutes. So I will pause the video and we'll go back when it's gonna be ready. Okay, so here it is, right? So reset your Olares password. I don't want to, but let's do that. And okay, so we have to reset the secure SSH login password. Okay, you don't need to remember the password. Send the vault, which you can view, blah blah blah. Okay, so after the new password, I can see that I am in, and we will try to do the same on the big screen. Okay, so here we are. What we have here. Okay, so here we are. One more time. Subscribe, thumb up, and yeah, let's see that's Olares. So here is it. Let's try to log in. Confirm. So I need to confirm that in the application. Let's give me a second. I have hope that I can verify using one-time password. So 111 Okay, and here we are. What we can see, CPU 2%, this 3%, memory 7%. What we can do here, my hardware. So as you can see, this is the device identifier. You probably, that's gonna be blank. Ultra 9 275HX and NVIDIA Corporation GeForce 1590 Max Q mobile version. Performance mode. It's interesting. So it's me. I'm super admin. Appearance, of course, dark. Backs in background. Oh, wait a second. Someone's wait. Okay, so let's go back to that one. Sorry. Yeah, so let's go back to that one. Sorry, my wife just called me. So here we can change the background, and I am preferring. I. But I am preferring dark and calm one. Check that one. So this one or this one? Yeah, we can go with that. Login. We can change the login too. So let's go with like that one. Application Olares apps. It's running. So we have files, share, vault, market, settings, profile, dashboard, control, and head scan. Let's go with the advanced system environment variables. So we can do a lot of stuff here. That's nice. Logs. We can collect the logs. Image management, repository management. Docker, GACR. I need to check that one. Okay, later on. Search, file searching. Okay, video, hardware acceleration. Why is none? It's interesting. We have here GeForce, right? So we should go with the NVIDIA. And it looks like it requires additional configuration. So we will do that later. And you can see here that's NVIDIA. It's Node Olares 24 gigabytes. Memory scaling up pin application. So we can pin, for example, for example, our LLM1 based application. Allow SSH via VPN, subnet routes, enforce VPN access, view VPN connection status. And yes, I am connected. Integration, link your account data, manage your cookies, and SMB account management. Okay, so we'll check that one. Here we already did that. And that's all for the settings. What about update check or things like that? We have something. Here's the profile, so my profile. What I will prefer, maybe that one or hello. Let's do that one. Profile, okay. Your name, of course, it's cafe. So social, we don't want to really connect anything, but appearance, we want it black. Yeah, we want it black. So that's a profile. Here is the main menu. Here's the control hub. So that control hub can be interesting because it can be for, here's the terminal. Could not connect to the container. Do you have something? Yeah, we can. So we are root. Okay, nice. What's the OS? It's based on Ubuntu 24.04. So okay. Here are the Postgres. Okay. Redis user. So that's good that you have access to everything really, and we can manage that. Looks like we can do that very deeply. Advanced logs, but I'm not sure where is that information about the system version or things like that. Here's the dashboard, so maybe the dashboard. So CPU core, memory, yeah, we are like using nothing. Application, okay, that's good. Okay, so here's the market. Let's bring something. Unleash your creativity. That's the, whoa. Sorry, that's my plugin, the Firefox really. So here, the Steam version, Open Web UI, we have the Olama, Steam Headless, Jellyfin, Home Assistant, Image, Open Code, BitTorrent, so everything that you think about NAN. I love that automation tool, by the way. I know it's like we are already in the Hermes agentic world, but yeah, still, automation based on N8N, when I properly produce it, really, they are great. That's just work. So let's up Olares. So yeah, what I really want, it's image management. Maybe in the image well, let's do that way. Olares. So Olares One, an open source personal AI cloud OS. That's true. Looks like. So yeah, I bought that one. World best desktop to run OpenClaw locally. Yeah, okay, but why OpenClaw? Hermes is better. Yeah, but this is really it. That's the package that I get today, and I am right now really exploring with you. LairPass, okay, that's the application that we needed to install on my phone to really last month, 2 hours ago. Okay, let's check the version. So here are the releases. But those are pre-releases. Daemon ignore file system types. So it looks like they are working on that. So that's good. The worst part of this, what it really happened, that I will be forced to use that one, but it looks like probably no. Maybe even we will end with the installation of Proxmox or something like that on that. But yeah, we will see. But for now, it looks like a very interesting project. So that's, of course, only unboxing / first initial configuration. So have a nice thumb up, subscribe. Cheers. Okay, so hello one more time, and thanks to join to my channel, to our channel, because we are building this together, right? So yeah, subscribe for more and fun stuff coming. By the way, this is that Olares, right? And you can see here that I'm reaching it via .local. And in normal scenario, after that initial configuration that you have, that's not gonna be happen. I mean, you will need to reach it via .com, but you can enable that. But firstly, let's check what we have here, right? So I am currently on the version 1.12.5. And you can see here that I configured few of things. Of course, I need to change that appearance to the dark. Uh, I think that there's some kind of bug here that I need to change that to the dark few times already. It's not like configured properly. So yeah, that's the problem that I have. But let's see what we can see here. So here's the network configuration. You can see that my reverse proxy and Olares tunnel, it's in Frankfurt, right? So if you want to go with that Olares.com, right, you will be able to, and I will be able to log in, right, and yeah, I will be in. But really, I will cut that probably off because for me, I'm always want to have that like locally, right? It's a home lab. So few things that you need to do. Firstly, of course, reach date documentation. So Olares OS local, right? So let's check. One day we'll have local configuration. Okay, so let's use that search AI things, and you can see here, right? So you can reach it after installation, but if you will have that, uh, if you will have that Olares One thing that I have, so it's like pre-built and pre-installed. So you really need to go to the documentation and change things that need to be changed. So, for example, here in the main documentation right page, we can find out that, let's see, mm, local rights. So use the local domain, and here using the local domain when you device in progress, right? Your format, so this is it, right? So you really change the com in the end, the local. The problem with that, I mean, maybe not a problem, but you can easily set up this on Mac, right? Or the Windows. Uh, and on the Windows, you need to have that LairPass application and really enable that thing. And after you will enable that, you can uninstall it really and only use that path and change the hosts really. I can show you that. I'm not sure, but let's wait here for a moment. Okay, so in my hosts there's few records that I shouldn't really show you. So most important thing is that one, right? So this is my internal VLAN for that purpose, so for really home currently. So you can see here that there's a lot of things that you can put there, or really you should put few of them, right? Like those are the things that you should put, right? So, for example, if you want to reach the desktop, right? So the main, let's say, desktop dartboard, just put that, right? That one, and you will be able, because of the reverse proxy will kick in on your device, and it will give you the access to that vault things inside, right? So to your really Olares OS. So things start to be a little bit crazy if you will install, for example, LLM or Olama. You will need the ID of it and put it. So add additional host record in your hosts to really be able to reach it. So, for example, if I will go here, we have Olama, right? Connecting, and nothing happens. I, by the way, had few times this one. Oh, yeah. So you can see that there's some kind, not some kind, but there's a problems here, and maybe because I did them, and I will show you why. Because I start to like dig into this OS really, but you can see that here you have that FIB, so the ID really, right? And this is like odd ID, because all of those are working in Kubernetes. I will show you that. And after that, you have that your host name, right? And Olares, Olares. You can see here that you will see that one. Yeah, so that one, right? It's here. But this is not, it's not like, it's like per pod, right? So, for example, if you installed something, additional one, right? Like, oh, if I have here, wait a second, give me a second. It's a market, right? I have something. Yeah, it's only get, right? Okay, so, but you need to believe me that this is the case. That really, per each like AI pod, so new application, you will need to provide the new hostname to really reach it locally. Because if not, the reverse proxy will not keep doing, and you will have problems. Yeah, and everything that I'm really discovering with you today. It's for that version 1.12.5. So I had few problems already in that one, but hey, that's a homeland, right? And that's why we are here. So you can see that my yeah. So here's the, you can say, fun part. So this is the control hub, right? So you can, for example, here see that this is the settings, right? And we have the control hub. And in control hub, you can go to Olares, right? So firstly, what you have here. So sessions, right? Namespace. So you can see that, hey, all of this working really on Kubernetes, and you have all your pods, right? So you can see here it's data scale. So they are using data scale really for the tunneling. You can see that there's a lot of things here. For example, the vault server, search monitoring, etc., etc., right? And there's more of it, few of them. You can see the storage, right? Networks, how I am really using the networks here. You can see for each pod really information, of course, jobs, CRDS, etc., etc., right? So normal stuff. You have Redis too. I have hope that patched version, by the way, but yeah, Postgres, right? Nuts, and here you have your terminal. So you can see that there's CTR, right? So we are using what? Uh, hmm, this version? Yes, of course. So we are using here the clean version is 1.3.3.3. Okay, and what we can see here, kubectl, right? Get pods. Oh man, and it was all names, right? Custom names. Custom. I don't remember that. Oops. Yeah. Sorry, I just went back from vacation. Get pods. Viewing pods. Viewing pods. I'm not sure that this one will work here. I'm not sure if I'm able to pass the information. Yeah. Oh no, no. Yeah, that looks more like it. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. That's bots, right? Maybe that one. Yeah, that looks like this. Yeah, that one. Okay, so get pods, right? And it was namespace. So you can see there's a lot of them. And for example, I'm installed Olama server, and I will show you why and how, etc. But you can see that there is few that's already Olama server shared. I'm not fan of this. I will need to dig in that one. But yeah, what we have here, you can see that they are building the pods for the GeForce 550 NVIDIA, right? Exporter, etc., etc. But here we can even OS release. We can even see the version that we are using. So it's Ubuntu 24.4 LTS, and the newer one is 26, right? Yeah, 26. So we are using the previous one, but the newest one was like from April. So probably they will upgrade that one and finger uh, for that. It's more resources hungry, but it's like, you know, better handling the AI things uh, without any kind of special additional installation, etc., etc. So it should be easier for things like Olares OS to rebuild in things on that as the platform. So yeah, but we can always do updates in the upgrade, right? So we can do things like that. This upgrade, yeah, H top. You have it. Oh, oh, H top, right? But you can see here that things are working, right? But I have problems with that, and my problem was that this is a newest version. I wasn't able to upgrade higher than that one. And in my dashboard, where is dashboard here? In AI, no, in the market, right? Yeah, in the market, in the AI, uh, I wasn't able to find out the new QM four. Yeah, was QM 4 26, that densive model that is awesome for example, Hermes agentic things, in my opinion. Uh, so I needed that one, and I had a few problems with that. Firstly, I needed to install that Olama, uh, but it looks like it wasn't loaded properly. Why? What happened here? Hey, I'm here. Maybe it's a, let's see. So here, the device identifier. Okay, restart. So for example, for restart, you need to scan to restart, right? In your layer pass application that you have on the initial setup on the Android phone, right? In my in my in what? Subscribe. Let's create the channel together. Okay. Yeah. One more time. By the way, I will not cut that off. So in my mind, la, la, pa, pa. Okay, so yeah, but that's not the case if you will, for example, go to that uh, control hub, and here you are the root, right? You can see here everything, and you can, for example, do reboot. So it will reboot, and we will need to wait like a long time, like clearly 5 minutes. So after that, I hope that Olama will work properly as spot. This can be because I have that tabs opened on my laptop somewhere, uh, because I was in the vacation and checking stuff here and there. Mm, but yeah, but really the problem with Olares was that I wasn't able really to fire up the model, and that was because that awesome description, but not, in my opinion, currently correctly working the GPU profile that Olares made for this, and I will show you what I have on my mind after that one will reboot. But we need to give it a time. So yeah, subscribe, watch this with me, and yeah, thumb up, please, because I'm not sure if you like this stuff or not, and if I need to continue change something or just throw all of this outside. I will never do it. Okay, let's wait. Oh, by the way, one more thing. When we are still waiting for that, I had a very nice comment, and thanks for that. That someone bought 3 of those Olares One, and it looks like that person that kind of awesome person will probably create a cluster. I am not sure if that's gonna be that easy. Maybe Olares OS will be ready uh, when that awesome piece of hardware will arrive to that person. But in current stage, yeah, I checked that Kubernetes pods, and I'm not sure if it's gonna work in the view that that person thinks it will. So probably it's possible on that OS version, but it will need a lot of maybe not a lot of, but few customization on the pods configuration. But yeah, sorry for that. I have only one of this. uh, but yeah, it's not gonna be as easy on that OS version as you as that person think, in my opinion, right now. But yeah, but if I can like check something for you, and just leave a comment somewhere there, and yeah, I will do that with the pleasure for you, because I have that piece of hardware, and it looks like I start to really like to talk to myself, really to you. Okay, so let's wait. Okay, it looks like it's starting to boot up. So pods are probably, yeah. So here the problem, not the problem, but maybe not pain in the but you know, if you have everything's like locally and you are sure that you are fully separated, you know, cannot even you cannot be like fully sure, right? But yeah, but you know what I mean. If you are in a, like local home lab, then the two-step authentication, it's a pain if you are still in your network. But I have few ideas to use that, and yeah. So for now, I will left that to authentication here. So yeah, one more time. Let's see if that's, yeah, I want to. Okay, let's see if that's gonna work this time. Yeah, it worked. So nice. So this is really like pod, Kubernetes pod, right? With the Olares, they choose to do that case, and I know why, because they are separated like vault, air gap. They use the air gap solution in the Kubernetes to really separate pods from each other and from the OS, really, the mother OS. But yeah, you have here like fully working Kolama, right? Version. Which one version is this? We'll check. Uh, but here's the first problem. It's like slow. I mean, you can see that there is like few seconds really for the reply. I'm not sure why. Maybe because this is like web browser things, but I'm not sure that this is the case here. So you can see here that the Olama version is 0.20.5, and that's maybe not a pretty old, but already old, because current Olama version is, yeah, 0.23, right? And there have been few ones already between that, and 0.25 is the release before the few changes that they really done that helped to really work with yeah with, for example, Quen, right? So as you can see here, I will list you oh yeah I will list you the models that I downloaded, and of course I use it normal download method, so nothing nothing fancy here, right? But here's the problem: I really want to use that one, right? And I am able to. So you can see that, you know, Oh yeah, run when 3.6, right? 27 billions. So, yeah, I forgot about this A. Yeah, that's vacation things, right? So that will load, right? And let's see if there's something here. Hey, I want this. Uh, that's first time that I get that. So let's try one more time. Yeah, I know. Really? Time signature is oh, so messed up here. If you want to be a local, right? But yeah, that load. That's why I need to fix that because I will never sleep again if I will not. But here are those problems that you will get in that kind of stuff, right? So it's not like, hey man, it's the same time. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. So give me a second. I will fix that. Okay, I fixed that. So you can see that, hey, it's fully loaded, right, in the GPU. And you can see that Task Manager Olama is running that, right? So go back here and we can say awesome hi, right? Who are you? And you have that information and that, yeah, I think it's enabled. So by the way, disable that thinking if you want to use the Hermes agent because it's going to be quicker and Hermes will really take care about these things, in my opinion. But yeah, but here you can see that, hey, it's working, right? Uh, yeah, but I wasn't able to really, am I right? Yes, I wasn't able to really run that with the normal. You can see that's is how it's work uh, with normal configuration, and I will give information and told you what I mean about that. So Olama stop 13.6, right? 27B. I will change that name and the make file. Uh, so yeah, stop that, and we stop that. Yeah, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, it's slow. I don't know why, but yeah, but here you can see that. Hey, it's not refreshing, but yeah, I refreshed that, so it's zero, right? So we are not using our GPU VRAM, uh, and with the normal configuration, you have that a Wesson in theory, but right now not maybe working as it should, that GPU mode, right? So they use that time slicing. Uh, yes, it was time slicing. So here you will see that after I will change that, and hey, it pinned the Olama, right? Because you had that pod working. I will not be able to relieve that. So if I will go and one more time list the models and want to run that Quen Olama when 3.6, right? 27 billion model with active tokens. I remember. Octo commands. And where is one? So it will try to run it, but there will be problem because uh, I saved it few times already that it didn't really properly use the GPU VRAM, so it will not load in the GPU VRAM. It will load in the memory, and that's something that we don't want because then you will use that slow really RAM, right, memory to do that. So the answer will be like 1 hour uh, uh, because memory is normal stick memory is just very slow if you will take like GPU VRAM, like, you know, slot of RAM via memory stick. And yeah, here's the problem, right? So who are you? And that's the case, right? It's like nothing here, and memory is building on normal memory, not on the GPU. Oh, here it starts in GPU. So, okay, maybe I was wrong, maybe not. But here it looks like this time it works properly. Uh, and that's it. That's the end of the movie. But really, the problem is that I sounded few times that in this mode, that times slicing, right? There was a problem, and that problem was that really the model wasn't fully loaded in the GPU. It was fully loaded in the memory, and I will try to recreate that. So I reboot it one more time, and we will see what we have here. Okay, give me a second. I will reboot. So yeah, it looks like it started to boot up. So let's let's wait a little bit longer. Hey, hey, hey. Oh yeah, we are here. So two-way of authentication, that's something that we want. You can do that in real time if you are sitting back to me. Okay, so let's check our dashboard. So click the dashboard. So let's see if after reboot I can use the dashboard here. Yes, I can. So that's nice. And now let's check that Olama. Let's let's connect. Okay. Olama, yes. Oh, by the way, let's double check that GPU is, yeah, time slicing. By the way, in theory, I mean, and I'm really waiting for that mode to fully work, because thanks to that, it will be like sharing really GPU power to everyone, right? I mean, everyone, to every application. So if you want to render, if you want to AI generate a picture with a model, and for example, calc with another model, etc., etc. So it will give a full power of the GPU to each application you will need one by one, right? So uh, yeah, let's really hope that that's gonna fully work. So yeah, here it is. Olama, it's not loading anything. So let's list, and maybe it will work. Maybe I was like unlucky previously, and that's why something doesn't work properly for my case. Uh, but still, I have hope that when you are seeing that, they will already like upgrade the version or pull the new application, and you will be able to load that from really that marketplace here, right, in the AI. And yeah, let's finger cross for that, because it's gonna be easier from the perspective of Olares OS. I'm really want to use that one with the VLLM, etc., but I will need to modify a few things, probably inside the pods. So let's see what's happened here. So something is loading. That's good. That's really, really good. And maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was really wrong. Let's finger crossed. So it looks like it loads. Yes. Who are you? And it really looks like it's gonna work in preparing the dash. Let's, yeah, in the VR GPU. So yeah, that works. Still, if you, I will like monitor that. But yeah, after reboot, it looks like it works. I already have like Hermes connected to that, my test Hermes one. So I will look if everything works as it should. So the model is each time load really in the GPU, and if yes, I will leave it with that configuration. So yeah, one more time, times slicing. Uh, yeah. So in the documentation, you have that information, right, about the modes, and time slicing is the default one. If you have like problems that I previously had, uh, you if you want to use the full GPU power and only really the GPU for your AI model inside Olares OS, you should change that to the app exclusive. But yeah, but that was something that I needed to do to properly work with the Olares, with the Olama, with the Quen 3.6. But it looks like maybe some kind of small changes after I did like up to date, etc., etc. Maybe that works now as it should. But you can see that, yeah, why it's right again uh, after each of reboot in the local version. Okay, so, and yeah, after really the configuration, and I am not sure if I have, well, maybe, maybe, maybe I'm blocking that. Let's see. Nope, not, something is not properly configured on their side because they should like check on front end like few, maybe not few times, but really like double if changes are really configured and saved in the cookies properly. If not, it should be like some kind of manual loop or something like that to change to the appearance to the dark one that we want really. But yeah, but it looks like now that it's fully working. So yeah, thanks. So one more time, thank you for watching. Subscribe to the next one, right? And yeah, this is really awesome, and I'm looking because I have that one here. This is really awesome piece of hardware, and if you will be lucky to really buy it in the Kickstarter promo, uh, that's really good value for the hardware. And yeah, I know it's a mobile version of the GeForce 5090, right? With only 24 gigabytes of VRAM. But hey, you can load Quen 3.627, right? Billions parameters. Not all of them are fully enabled in the time when you are trying to reach it, but it's awesome model, really. And so you can really check the graphs, and it's like powerful, like uh, previous Quen 3.5, like 300 something billions, right? Still, I am waiting for that Google quantization change of Vcache, etc., etc. So the awesome things are coming in the AI. Local models, let's call them that. That's why, right? But yeah, this is it, and it's really awesome piece of hardware. If we talk about software, it's awesome idea. It still need uh, really need few changes and few polishness here and there to fully works. In my opinion, maybe not a fully works. Maybe it's a wrong word. Sorry for that. To be fully like production ready level. Now it's nice to have as a backup, for example, if you are really working with the local models, etc., etc., or maybe you just want to install something different on that piece of hardware. Maybe someday we'll do it together. Yeah, thanks one more time for watching. Subscribe, thumb up. and no cuts. Maybe one. Have a nice. Cheers.